Good morning. It's about 7:30. This is really early for me to be up and about. I am headed out to catch a local bus and headed to McDonald's. Surprise. Actually, it's just a meeting point. I'm going to be taking a rideshare BlaBlaCar today, and we're meeting at McDonald's before we head out. About 5 hours from Cluj down to Timisoara. It should be a much more comfortable trip, and it should save about 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours by going with a rideshare. So I'm looking forward to it. I was successful in taking my local bus here, which is pulling away for 6 stops, and I'm now headed across the street and over to McDonald's on the other side. I'm sitting outside of McDonald's. I decided to have a coffee while I'm waiting. I'm about 30 minutes early. On my driver in the parking lot, all good. Hello. And we are on our way. We're stopping to take a break for bathrooms and drinks, and back on the road again. Has just dropped me off, and I'm actually a step ahead. A little bonus, they were able to drop me off on this side of the city, just about a block and a half from my hostel. I have arrived successfully at my hostel. 0 wrong turns, 0 mistakes, as easy as could be. Checked in at my hostel, took a short nap, gonna head into the city nearby and see if I can find something to eat. Began walking towards the city from my hostel, and just at the edge of the street is this nice little river area, like a canal river, and a bike path, pedestrian pathway. It's really nice here. A little bit warm today, but really beautiful. I'm in a park here. It's absolutely beautiful in the afternoon, slightly warm today, and I wanted to take a couple moments during this episode to talk about a theory I developed a few years back, and I call it the reset button theory. And the thought behind this theory is it's exactly like a machine where you push the button and it clears everything out and reboots with a clean slate. This could be computers, whatever. But there's events that happen in our lives that cause the exact same kind of thing to happen. This could be a death in the family, a death of somebody close to you, could be a health crisis that you have, a car accident, it could be being fired from your job, or break up in a relationship, or divorce. Any number of these pivotal experiences will cause you to question all of the values that you've been basically taught. I had one of these pivotal experiences, this reset experience, back in about 2008, 2009, with a financial crisis in my business. At the time, I had a graphic design business and a publishing company. The publishing company was not doing well, and so I ended up shutting it down, and I was having difficulties paying my bills, my mortgage, and things like that. So after reading a book called The 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferriss, I decided to change my tact and my approach towards how I treated work in my life, and pursuing my bucket list of dreams. And instead of putting those at age 60 or 70, I decided to pursue those things now in my life. So I ended up making a list, and on that list was learn Spanish to where I was conversational, learn German to where I was conversational. I should mention that I had taken a couple of years of German in my university, but I had lost most of it. So I decided to put German first so that I could get that solid before starting on Spanish, because there I was starting from scratch. So as a result of that, I downsized tremendously in the amount of belongings I had, put a few things in storage, put my house up for rent. Once it was rented out, I moved to Berlin in Germany so that I could become fluent in German. I lived there for 6 months, part of the time in hostels, part of the time with roommates. And then after the 6 months there, I felt like my German was pretty solid, pretty fluent, at least conversationally. And then I moved on to Latin America. I decided to go to Guatemala, and I lived in Guatemala for about 6 months with a Guatemalan family. And then I went to Spanish school, and I went to Spanish school for almost 6 months and just had a blast, had a great time. And it was through those two experiences, Germany and Guatemala, that I learned that I didn't need things, all those things that were back in the United States, the big house, cars, furniture, all that kind of stuff, were not bringing me joy and happiness, not nearly as much as the experiences of travel and learning languages and being exposed to culture. And I decided to put all my efforts and energy into making this a full-time thing that I could pursue my passions full-time. Basically, that's how my life evolved to where it is today, with those experiences in 2009 and then starting my travels in 2010. And I've just been going strong ever since, trying to learn languages, explore cultures, and traveling around the world. And that's really what my vlog is about, is exposing people to the dream that you can take reset button experiences in your life, pivotal life experiences, and make a change, a drastic change in your life, making a list of what your dreams are, your passions are, and pursuing them now in this moment instead of waiting until your 60s or 70s or retirement. That's all I have for this episode. I just wanted to convey that message to savor the moment, pursue your passions, and be happy.